Hello, I am Asheron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back to playing Asheron's Call, pretty soon here. But it has been, it has been a day thus far. First of all, this random person at this Archmage offered to give me buffs, so that's very nice of them. I appreciate that. But now that we're gonna have level 7 buffs for, what, like an hour? Do they have any augmentations? No, just an hour. That means that we will be able to do stuff that's more difficult, hopefully. So I was thinking first we should probably do Cavernous Ulthochasm and see if we can't do both, like 2 notes now that we have some better buffs, because that would be nice. But spell-wise, things are not going amazingly, because I realized that level 6 spells cost 50,000 pyreals each, so I could pretty much barely afford my war spells before I was bankrupt. I mean, I do still have, D notes and MMDs, but I mean, each D note is 1 spell, so that's not going to get me anywhere. That's like, I don't know, maybe life magic spells. But I got all the important stuff, such as level 6 bolts for everything, and specifically level 6 heal for when I have enough to do that. Oh, he's gone. Okay, well, we now have level 7 buffs, so that's good. I actually don't need to leave out the door. There's Manugas out there. I don't want to deal with that. Um, oh, hi. They can open doors. Okay, we're gonna go to the facility hub and I guess go straight into Cavernous Ulthochasm and see if we can't do a bit better in there now that we have actual correct buffs, the good stuff. Because yeah, we're way too poor to be, messing with that, getting better buffs just yet. Yeah, so that kind of puts us into a weird position, because do we put a bunch of money into getting all our level 6 buffs, or do we save up for the level 7 buffs at the Professors of Magic? Or do we just wait and try to get the level 7 buffs off of random drops, which is normally how you get level 7 buffs, but that is always so iffy because given my luck, it usually just gives me the most useless spells first. It's like, hey, you want, you know, what is it, Martyr's Tenacity or something? It's like, I do not need that. That is the last spell that I need. And then you need to like farm enemies for hours on end. Although I think Tusker Guards can drop level 7s. So that could work. I could just get the Tusker Guard kill task and kill Tuskers for hours on end until I get all my level 7s. But even then, we're not going to have the skill to use level 7s in anything except war magic for quite some time. But I think we do have enough for that right now. Let's see. We're a bit shy of it. I mean, 340 buffed skill with level 7 buffs already would only let us cast level 7s with a 94% chance, which is not amazing. So yeah, we'll wait quite a bit longer on that. But for us to use our heal spell, our level 6 heal spell, we'll need our life magic to be up at 326, which is quite a far cry from what this is now. So we're going to need to focus on life magic a bit just to get that better heal going. But things should do significantly less damage for now because, you know, these things reduce damage taken by 65%, which is significantly higher than... What do mine do? 33%, yeah, so that's like double the protection comparatively. So we should take significantly less damage. Did they give me invuln too? No. because, you know, I don't think you can buff other people's armor. But yeah, that's good. You know, I still feel like they should have done what they did with weapon buffs to the armor buffs as well. That it's just an aura that is put on your character, so it's just the one buff, but it buffs everything you're equipping. Simply because that makes it so you can actually buff other people with it, and it makes it so you don't have to cast as many, you know, spells. Because even if you just cast it on yourself, you're still individually having that affect each piece of armor. And the buff is like on the armor, not on you. Hello. I suppose if your armor's givable, you could give it to the person, they could equip it all, then they could cast the buffs on themselves, and then they could give the armor back. And in theory, that would work perfectly fine. But your armor would have to be givable, and you'd also need to actually trust the person that's buffing you with having your entire set of armor, which I, that does seem like a little bit of a trust exercise for sure. And your armor actually has to be givable, which not all armor is. But I was thinking we could try to do the Ulthoi armor dungeon with these buffs, but I don't think that is plausible. Because first of all, that's probably going to take more than an hour to get all of that. And also, even with these buffs, I really, really doubt that I'm strong enough to deal with the matron at my level. I'm going to wait until I'm level 60 and hopefully have some better buffs before we even think of attempting that dungeon. Because yeesh. But yeah, spells are expensive. It turns out being a mage, it costs a lot of money. I kind of forgot how much money it costs to be a mage because I didn't level mages on my own server until I already had multiple high level characters that had done dailies for months at a time, and so had MMDs coming out the wazoo. So there was no real issue scraping together the cash to pay off like the 80 MMDs you need to get a full thing of spells from the professors. Can I go through here? Nope. Yeah, we're fine. Man, if only the buffs made it so that my heal spell actually did better. Maybe I should have gotten like a level 5 or something heal spell just so I could... It was something I could cast that was better. And I can cast level 5s. Where do you get level 5s? Wiki, tell me. Scriveners. Level 5s are in Calabar. We could go to Calabar real quick. Grab better heal spell. Grab some better spell components. That could be a good idea. But I'm probably going to go turn in the letters first because I am going to forget if I don't do that right now. But yeah, these buffs definitely did help us get through and get that letter with ease, which already is very important for us because that gives what, like at least 2 mil XP, something around there. So, several mils, more than one. It'll be good. Might level us. And then we have to get all of our other dailies done, like the pincers, the tusks. I'm hoping let's do the tusks first because we already know we can do the level 80 versions of those. But I want as much XP before I get into the Ulthoi. Or maybe I should do the Ulthoi first so I have the buffs. Because that might make things go smoother. Hmm. Probably Ulthoi first. The Tuskers we know we can do with our level of buffs. But we're definitely going to go to Calabar and get a better healing spell and a few spell components for it. Just so that we have something better. Because let's see. Heal self. So yeah, heal self 3 is what we're working with, which is 20 to 45 health, which we know all too well. But heal self 5 would be 45 to 90. So basically, the exact like highest amount that heal self 3 can heal is the lowest amount that heal self 5 can heal. So we'd always have good heals coming in. Although it does have a slightly longer casting time and a higher mana cost. So there is that. But it should be fine. I just need to invest some into more mana conversion because I never keep up with this. It should be alright. We'll be okay. And even if it costs a lot of mana, we'll have shorter fights because we don't need to spam heal as often. Let's see. Yeah, 10 mil. Yeesh. I forgot that that was so profitable. And we got an M note. That could buy us 2 whole spells. Wow. Alright, let me Lifestone because I don't have item enchantment, so I have no way of getting back to the facility hub. Or not facility hub, the town network. So we're just gonna teleport back and then go to Calabar, buy a heal spell real quick so that we're better. And I think I know where the Archmage in Calabar is. Probably. Man, but we kind of need to get out of this noob set eventually. Someday. Who knows? I mean, it has a good armor level for this level, but certainly I could find better stuff. And I prefer quest armor, just mainly because it looks cooler and ends up having a more comprehensive, more consistent set of abilities and spells and armor level. I don't like having it be like, oh, well, if something hits you in the abdomen, it's gonna do higher damage than if it hit you in the head because armor levels are all over the place, you know? Let's see, where might the Scriveners be? Because I know the Archmage, I can actually go to the Archmage first. It's right here. Now what do level 5 spells require silver scarabs? No, that's level 4s. We need gold scarabs. Alright, we need to go to a Master Archmage, which isn't much of an issue, but still kind of sucky. Let's see. Scriveners over here. Okay. Life magic. Heal self 5. We have just enough money for it, which means we'll need to get more money in order to buy the scarabs. But that's fine. We'll run in attack mode while we place this on the bars. Because we should have enough skill to cast this 100% of the time. Where's the town network? That's the town network. So let's go back to the Master Archmage, which I should have thought of this plan while I was still there. Just to not be wasting time, but it's fine. It's just a short run. Mayoi. There we are. And that will be so much better. But at some point I want to go out in the middle of nowhere and get to my new favorite Archmage, which I think is up north somewhere. I don't quite remember how to get there. But there's an Archmage that sells portal gems to themselves. And so anytime you're needing more components, you don't actually need to go and run out into the middle of nowhere outside Mayoi. You can just use one of the portal gems and get straight there immediately, which is quite handy. Because, having to track down an Archmage is never an enjoyable situation. I think this should be fine. Maximum of 150. Is that normal? Maybe. I don't quite remember that being a thing. Maybe that's just on the lower level ones. Let's see. Stamina to mana spell. Wait, there's stamina to mana other? No. I don't know why that came up on the thing. And yeah, the maximum is on there. Level 1 has a maximum of 50. So it seems the max goes up by 50 mana each level until it hits level 5, at which point there is no limit to how much stamina to mana can bring back. Alright, you give me some of these. Probably, well, I can't even afford one. Here, have a Dino. You're welcome. We're gonna buy just like, I don't know, 10 of these. Because we're only gonna be using them on heal spells, so we don't need that many, but we also don't want to forget that we're using gold scarabs and accidentally run out of them, because that would suck. Just running out of the one component you need to cast your heal spell. Like, that's the last spell I want to not be able to cast. Alright, but we'll start with the pincers and see how far we can go with these buffs. They should last long enough to do all the pincers, and the tusks we should be fine on our own. Hopefully. Especially because the level 6 spells actually do roughly double the damage that our level 3 spells did. So we should be obliterating these things, if we can hit them correctly, quite quickly. Which is good against the legionaries and tuskers and everything, because the faster you kill them, the less damage they do to you. Yeah, out of my way. Oh, he's body blocking me. We're in a bit of a hurry here. I want to at least get to the eviscerators before this stuff runs out. Even though I don't know if we can handle eviscerators in our current form, but I mean the level 100 Ulthoi in the cavernous Ulthoi chasm didn't kill us immediately, so I assume we'll be fine. So let's see if this works. Hey, we got the right stuff. And we one-shot the Ulthoi, but that's not really too different from level 3s yet, because these guys are wimpy. Longer cast time, though, which is actually kind of nice. I mean, ever since, really, if it's not a level 1 spell that shoots instantly, and not a level 7 spell that has a very familiar amount of time it takes to cast it, it just feels off to me, you know? It feels just like, why does it take so long? Or why does it not take the amount of time that I expect? Because I'm usually either playing with level 1 spells or playing with level 7 spells for the majority of my character's life. So, if it isn't one of those, it's just an unfamiliar casting duration and it feels kind of weird. And nobody likes that. So definitely level 6s are a little out of the comfort zone. Just by like half a second. It really is not a long difference between 6s and 7s on casting time. Oh, and level 7s are purple, so that's also weird. Oh, use a Pyreal Scarab already. Our second level 6 spell, and it's just like, nope, we're gonna be bankrupting you today. Luckily, I bought 40 of them. Because, you know, the higher level you get, the more of those you need. But that's already 2 pincers. So third pincer, good to go. It probably also helps that our run speed is significantly higher with these buffs. Oh, and let's start spending our XP while we move. We want lots of life magic. That's what we're needing. So let's see. Life magic needs to be 4 times higher than focus and self. Focus and self are all at 444. 400, let's just say 450 times 4. Well, let's see. Out of my way, come on. You're just stuck in an animation completely blocking my path. That is so rude. Um, 18. Okay, so this needs to be at 1.8 mil, I think. Well, that's close enough. I'm putting these in the wrong bag. Dang it, me. There we are. All right. Now we have, how much life magic did that come out to? 308. That's, I mean, it's definitely enough for the level 5 spells, and might be enough for level 6s, almost. I think 326 was the 100% for life, or for level 6s. So it's not quite there, but we're getting to that point. It'd be nice if all my spells were uniformly level 6s, but we'll see. Alright, now these guys should not be an issue because I can actually out-heal them now. Do I still one-shot? Nope. I will if I end up critting, though, which this wand is usually pretty good at. Though it's just burning through tapers like there's no tomorrow. Which, you know, is usually fine. Tapers are the cheap part. They're not that door. I'll need to start finding some higher level P's before we're good financially. You know, once you start finding Pyreal P's, you're in the clear. But those are off high level enemies. And I don't think we're getting to those yet. It's like, I don't know, 160 and above or something. Right now we're still getting, I don't know, I think copper P's if we're lucky. So that's no good. Let's see, we did 3, I think. Yes, we're on to the soldiers. And we shouldn't have to worry too much about the soldiers, because once again we can out-heal them with our new heal spell. And they'll be doing less damage than ever because of the temporary buffs we got. Alright, it might be the guy in the back here that has the pincer. I completely lost track of him, like, immediately. That's a good heal spell right there. I think it might have been you. Yes. Alright, now get me the heck out of here. These things can do, like, no damage to me. That is good. That is good news for how we'll do against the legionaries. Because the legionaries are about as strong as the soldiers, generally. Maybe a little higher stats, but, you know, not too bad. And then outside of this dungeon, it's over here. Outside of this dungeon, once we're done with it, we'll have to jump out the surface portal. Because the Eviscerator dungeon is actually pretty close to here. I wonder if I'm actually even high enough level for the Eviscerator dungeon. Because these do have level requirements on them, and I'm pretty low level for it. But I think it would be at least 50, right? I should have checked what the level requirement on this dungeon was to get a good idea, because I think the Eviscerator dungeon's the next level up. We should also try to get the notes if we can, all 3 of them. Though one of them is based on RNG, whether or not the portal will spawn, and the other one has eaters, which even with these buffs, I am not convinced that I could fight. Oh, someone's already been here. Mr. Pincer Man, where might you be? Oh, there's no pincers on these guys. I wonder if whoever killed these just had like 4 people in their party, or if they just didn't kill any of the pincer having Ulthoi. Oh no, they just killed them further in. Okay. Okay, well, thanks for the easy pincer. Nice. I'm so used to playing on my own server that I forgot that that can happen. That you can just get there and the loot is just on the bodies. Alright, so let's see what the level requirement in this is. 40 or greater. So there's a good chance that Eviscerator is either 45 or 50 plus, but there's also the chance it might be 60 plus. And that would not be fun. Was this small hive? The small hive. I'm probably gonna get obliterated in here, but I don't care. This is the RNG portal, the one that doesn't always spawn. I think we just go straight. I have better healing. You guys better watch out. Because there are level 80s. I think the nobles in here are level 80. Those are pretty scary. I mean, we can fight level 80 Tuskers without these buffs, so level 80 Ulthoi shouldn't be a problem, right? We just need to open this chest, grab the note, and go back, because I think we passed the surface portal. Actually, I don't know where the surface portal takes us, but it's probably safer to run to the surface portal than it would be. Did I take the wrong route? Probably. Let's just see if we can find a corner somewhere that the enemies can't really get to us. We're just making it worse. We're running into more Ulthoi. Let's just use the instant portal. Because they did too much damage. Oh, I guess 4 crits in a row is why they were doing too much damage. But I estimated from how much damage we were taking that they did too much damage to risk using the long portal gem to get out of there. But that's 1 note. 1 out of 3. I think we can only get 2 safely. Because, you know, one of them is in the Eviscerator dungeon, which we're already planning to do. The other's in the Breached Hive, which, you know, I fear no man, but those things pointing at eaters, they scare me. Because eaters, if you are not incredibly well prepared, will absolutely tear you a new one. And you don't want that. Any new one that the eaters are going to be giving you is not a good one. Also, I just realized, I think that the place that the portal there drops you, like the surface portal drops you in a different place than the portal from the facility hub drops you, which is kind of weird. I assumed they would have used the same portal and just named it something else, but whatever. It also doesn't make much sense as to why they made it so that there are portals in the facility hub that drop you nearby to the portal to the dungeon. Like, why don't they just have the portal to the dungeon, or a copy of the portal to the dungeon, in the facility hub? Because that would just not only make it a lot faster to get into the dungeon, you know, you don't have to wait for the loading screen and then the cooldown time and then another loading screen. You would just be instantly in the dungeon. But also then it would be a lot less work making all these unique portals just to send you right next to another portal that already exists when you could just copy paste the other portal. But I don't know. Maybe it was because they wanted unique level restrictions on the ones in the facility hub, because they do have 50 or greater. I'm in the clear. They do have unique level restrictions on the facility hub dungeons. So I don't know. Alright, well, oh, somebody else has already been here. Probably the same person that did the Legionaries. They were here about 5 minutes ago, I think. Because I think that's the duration of... Ooh, hopefully this guy didn't kill him. I think that's how long doors stay open. Something of that sort. Okay, and he doesn't do too much damage. We're fine. Except for when he crits. But even then, my new heal spell will get us patched up in a jiffy. But yeah, Eviscerators are kind of scary because they are the first Ulthoi that you encounter that really do some serious damage. Like, generally, the Ulthoi previous to this are more defensive than offensive, but the Eviscerators are kind of the first ones that are just glass cannons. Kind of pure offense. I think they have higher attack modifier than usual, and they just do a ton of damage. They're kind of like a mini matron, except without the health regen, luckily. Okay, let's go and see if we can't catch up to the person that ran ahead of us. Because if we can catch up to them, then maybe we can mooch off of them to get the pincer again. But this is the last pincer we can get because level requirements. So let's see, did they kill everything along the way? Seems like it. There's normally at least one Ulthoi here. So, but their corpses have despawned, but the new enemies haven't respawned yet, so... But if they're killing everything and I'm just running through, that means I'll catch up to them. So hopefully that means that the pincer corpses are still there. Because if not, then we're just gonna have to wait for the respawn. Ooh, there's a corpse. We're catching up. We might actually reach them before they reach the pincer room. Let me just, yoink any money items that they may have left. I may be an opportunist, but I don't care. When life gives you Ulthoi corpses, make Ulthoi corpse puree? I don't know, the analogy does not work as well there. I also need to get a better wand. Ooh, Ulthoi Ichor, or Ichor, or however you say it. I never know which way to say it because even though I've looked it up like 5 times, I keep forgetting. Oh, we got respawns. How do we get a respawn here so soon? That's fine. We're still going to look for money. Check their pockets. That one we don't have the right to loot. Okay. I was like, why is the corpse not opening? This is weird. But since the corpses are still here, I don't think the respawns are very soon. Never mind the one guy back there. That was a fluke. Hey, the person's still here. I'm just gonna, yoink the pincer if you, don't mind. And he's just departing this plane of existence. That's fine. Hey, a pincer. Okay. What do we do now? Could leave out the surface portal and go for the breached hive. It would be faster to go facility hub, legionary, breached hive, and then pray. You must pray a lot that those, eaters don't one-shot you. Because they will. They most certainly will. And by one shot, I mean like 3 shot, but multiple of their attacks hit multiple times. So, like 1 attack for them, but I get hit 3 times by it. And I think it's very unfair. And I hate it. The same reason why those mushroom guys are so very difficult. Oh, and we also need to be careful because this whole area right here on this side of the hill is covered in like level 200 something tentacles, I think. At least on my server they are. So we don't want to be anywhere near that. We want to be as far away from that as is humanly possible. Mainly because they put a debuff on you that like reduces your strength by 5 million and it just overburdens you instantly. And that makes running to a dungeon very difficult, so we'll just avoid them. And really, the eaters, they don't bother you past a certain point. You just need to get through, like, the center part of the dungeon. Because at the start of the dungeon, there's Ulthoi. At the end of the dungeon, there's Ulthoi. And right in the middle is, like, 3 or maybe 4 eaters that you need to try to avoid. With a high enough run skill, you can get them caught on the walls, but if you're really, you know, squishy, they might just kill you before you can run past them, which is my main concern. But we have level 7 buffs. What could go wrong? Thank you, Verindy, for giving a wonderful display as to what could go wrong. Alright, well, we got debuffed. I don't want to be going in here with Imperil. So we're just going to use one of these. And heal up. Because that's very, very important right now. Let's be maxed out. And also have our hand over Aphislassel Portal Gem. Because who the heck knows what's going to happen in here? Probably me. I know what's going to happen in here. And what I know is that I need to have my Portal Gem at the ready. You see how much damage these Ulthoi alone are doing? Once we get down this ramp, we're going to see the Eaters. Don't notice me. Okay, we actually got past them without them catching up to me. Oh, okay, another room with Eaters. There's uno mas. Ow. Okay, get him caught on the wall a little bit. Slows him down. Okay, they're behind us. Huh. You see? You see what I mean? One hit. A singular hit from that Eater was almost enough to send us straight back to the Lifestone. And that's no good. To be fair, that was a crit. So, meh. Let's get the heck out of here. We've done all the pincers and notes that we can for today. But what's good about the notes, and the reason why I wanted to do them, is that they give an MMD each. So, if we can turn all these in, that's 3 MMDs, which gets us closer to our goal of being able to buy all of our level 7 spells from the professors. And someday that is what I would like to do. I also need to reset my Lifestone here, because I think it spawns me facing the wrong way, and I don't want that. What the heck is that on the roof? Is that a player or an NPC? I can't click on them while I'm moving. That's an NPC. I think? Yeah. Maybe. Oh yeah, it's definitely an NPC. I don't know what's with that. Anywho, we're gonna move. Where are we going? Red Spire, I guess. And then I think we turn in the notes in Green Spire? Maybe? Blue Spire? It's one of the spires. I think it's Green Spire, right? Let me just... Yeah. Yeah, it's Green Spire. Maybe? No, it's Blue Spire. Oh, who cares? We'll do a 50-50, assume one of them, and then if it's not right, we just go to the other. Because I can never remember. Because really, Red Spire is the only one that I ever, like, consistently go to. Another level for me, thank you. Put away all these trade notes. Alright. Well, and this we can also turn in, which will be nice. Let's just go through here. Go back down this way, head to one of the other spires. I'm gonna vote green spire. Voting Green Spire. This looks right. Yeah, there's the tower. Okay, we're good. Alright, here's your notes. They give a good amount of XP as well. Also, all these potions that are gonna overburden us. But, you know, that's fine. Let's go somewhere to sell. Probably Iraq, because I know where all the vendors are there. How are our buffs doing? 20 minutes? That's enough to do some Tuskers. I could do the hardest Tuskers first, and then to preserve the buffs, and then do the lower level Tuskers after the buffs have run out. That's probably smart. Alright, vendor. Buy all this. Thank you. Alright, shopping's done. I'm gonna smash all the jewelry because we don't need it. And then... Right, we're just going back to Facility Hub to do Tusker Tusks. So we'll probably start with the Slave and the Guard Tusks, and then I'll check if I can go into the higher level, like, Silver Tusker area. Or is it the Plated No, Silver Tuskers first. And the Silver Tuskers aren't... This is the pincer area. Silver Tuskers aren't that bad. They're like guards, but bigger and higher level. Which I guess you could probably say about every Tusker variety above guards is just, oh yeah, imagine Tusker guards, but they're bigger and scarier. And that's about a good explanation for any other Tusker type. Let's just run there and hope for the best once we find our little corner. Oh, we need to switch to fire. There we are. Alright. Here we is. Time to kill everybody. We can't hear nothing because Tuskers, you know. Who doesn't love Tuskers? Let's try to focus on Tuskers that came from further in the room, just so we can hope that they have their Tusk drop on them. Definitely need a better wand, though. I'm almost to base 290, though, right? Somewhere around that ballpark. Hey, there's a Tusk. Alright, back to the hub. Let's see. 41 minus 65 would be 24. So we'd be at what, 276? Why am I in the pincer room? Marine's trying to do calculations and it's just like, ah, yes, we're doing pincers today. Dang, autopilot not getting updated on our new destination. So do I want to pour more money into life magic? Or do I want to focus more on war magic to get our new wand that'll actually have good stuff for us? Like, you know, melee defense and damage modifiers instead of just fighting strike and literally nothing else. I guess it's self buffs, but I can self buff now, so that's not really a thing. Because, yeah. Oh, but they actually buffed it, so I have a melee defense modifier on it. That's nice. Alright, you. You have the tusk, don't you? Don't lie to me. We all know you do. Hurts my brain to look at the flashy blue lights. Dang corners. He did have the tusk. Okay, gimme. Why do corners have to be so defensible when they hurt my eyes so much? Alright, now we're going to the Tusker Pits up north. And then the Tusker Armory if we get that far. But maybe Silver Tuskers will be about as far as I go. Although plated Tuskers aren't that much harder because I'm a mage. So their high armor level won't affect very much. Unless they also have higher elemental resistances. I'm not certain about that. Do not like the reed sharks. You have too high a melee attack. skill and generally too high of an attack speed, but that one actually seems reasonable. How's the buffs? 15 minutes, we're good. It's like half the duration of my buffs. It's already been 45 minutes, so I'm very jealous of it. Let's see, you guys are still level 80. Okay, so you're not higher level, you're just bigger, and you fill up the corridors a lot more annoyingly. But that's fine. You know, we're not here to judge the Tuskers. We're just here to kill them all. And judging them would be wrong. Killing is fine, but judging, pff, nobody should do that. Okay, and now there's really no way in this big mess to see which one has the tusks and which one doesn't until you just kill them all. Because really, you just keep killing them until it says they've dropped a tusk. It's just, there's too many. You know, usually I can rely on their spawn points in the room and be like, oh yeah, so the one in the middle usually drops it. But in this case, there's like 50 in the middle, and none of them I can actually trace back to where they exactly spawned because you have to jump into the room. We also can't, like, hear anything most of the time, so it's just Tusker noises. Man, but we are burning through tapers now. Which is probably why I moved up. Ooh, there's the tusk. Should we just kill them all? No, we have other things to be doing. It's a good mana gem, though. Just the tusk. Okay. Then, out of my way. You're not even behind me, I don't think. They're just behind me enough to body block me, but not behind me enough to actually be there. Alright, so then we go to the armory, and I think we'll be fine going to the armory. At the very least, it'll be the next step up. Hey, is that another egg? Or are there just eggs all over the place? Yeah, that's just an egg. There aren't even chickens on this entire island. Where'd the egg come from? Maybe these lay eggs? I don't know. Ugh, Fintos wasps. Those things certainly lay eggs. But not the kind we want. Okay, do your strafing. You don't want to be spelled down by a wasp, because that would spell your doom for sure. What's that? Withered bush. Why is that here? Why is it so heavy? I'm not touching it. 90% of the time, those randomly generated items on the ground are just there so that when you click on it, it spawns like 50 enemies and you get ganked. So, we're not dealing with that. Or I might actually pick up the bush, at which point that would be way too much burden and I would just not be able to move anywhere. And that would probably also get us killed. Can you imagine if there was just a random item in the landscape that gave you an item that was attuned bonded, but gave you like infinite burden? That'd be such a troll. Because you literally can't move anywhere if you're at max burden. Also, these guys are 100, so let's keep our hand over Aphis Lassel Portal Gem, just in case they do too much damage even through the buffs. Because they might. Level 100. You never know. You. Oh, he went off the screen. It might have reselected a different Tusker. That's no good. But yeah, no, we do no less damage against these than we do against the regular other Tuskers, so. And that was the right one. Okay, good. Yeah, I'd love to stick around, but we're gonna go turn in our tusks. Actually, we can't. We didn't get the low-level tusks yet. Hmm. Well, we'll go do that. Then we'll be back. Because, yeah, we've gotten all the stuff out of the buffs that I would want to be getting, so. We'll just go do, probably in reverse order, all the other tusks. just so we do the level 60 ones with the buffs as well. And then by the time we're doing the level 15 ones, we'll only have level 3 buffs as usual, but we're perfectly fine in those even just with that. So next would be Habitat. Definitely the dailies have gone a lot smoother thus far. Maybe I should have done a high-level Moorsman dungeon with this, but it's a bit late now. We only have 10 minutes left. There's not a whole lot you can do with that. Because any longer dungeon you go into, hoping it'll be over soon enough before the buffs run out, would probably end up being too dangerous because the buffs could just... It could take longer than you think and just run out. Ooh, first kill. Gimme. Thank you. Man, it'll be so smooth going once we have our own level 7 buffs. We don't need to rebuff once an hour. And our buffs would be super strong. And we'd just be able to do pretty much anything. That'll be great. Life could be a dream. Let's see, we're going to the next one, which is Abode. Then we're going into the back middle one next. Gotta remember that. Interesting. These are supposed to be 4 times this. That's supposed to be about 2 mil. Both of these need to be upped significantly. There we are. Base 284. Oh, we're so close. So very close. We only need 6 more points. Let's just invest all our XP into that until we get that. Just because. So that should be 2 more points because we got 4 overall self and focus points. So that should be at now 286. 287. 288. We only need 2 more base war magic points. Oh, but that'll go down. Dang it. Because with the buffs, we are, you know, at this point. But that's because our base attributes are being buffed. So without the buffs, these will go down by some number of points. And that means that our war magic will also go down, I believe. Hey, first one as well. See, sometimes if you just are familiar with the dungeon, you can get the first one every time. And this one is one of the bodies that doesn't let us jump loot. Alright, let's get out of here. So yeah, I am very close to being able to do that, but I mean, unless in theory, let's go break the system actually. Because while we have our buffs, if we go turn in the tusks we have now, we'll still get the rest of the tusks later. But, well, maybe. I mean, the level 30 ones and below aren't worth a ton of XP at this point. We might do those ones. But we'll turn in what we have now, and then, with the buffs still in place, we'll put on the wand, because even if your skill drops below the threshold while you have the wand equipped, you should still keep it equipped and still be able to use it until you unequip it and try to equip it again. So long as we don't remove the wand until we have sufficient skill to put it back on, it should still be active. In theory. Maybe. We'll have to see. Imagine like we drop below the level and it just automatically unequips it. Just like flies out of our hands. That would suck. But it's kind of like how in this game, if you don't stop running, any debuff to your run speed won't apply, because it only ever applies it when you stop moving and start moving again, is when it like recalculates the speed. That's why anytime I level up my run skill or quickness, I almost always stop running and then start running again, just so that I'm sure it is applied, the thing. So let's get more of these. That should be it. 2 extra points. Dang it. That's a 290. Let's just put 1 point into this. Now it's 290. Okay. Sweet. Alright, so we got 25. This is with the level 7 buffs, to be fair. But it is still 25% melee defense, 14% mana conversion, 15% slashing damage increased. So let's use slashing for a bit. I might also want to get a higher level Vuln, like Vuln slash Vuln level 5. No, I don't need Vulns. I forgot. This is resistance cleaving. That's like its whole gimmick. Okay. What are we doing next? The rest of the Tuskers, maybe? Maybe Moorsman? Let's try Moorsman. How many more minutes do we have on this? Not many. Let's just start from the start of the Moorsman and go until we can't. Because Moorsmen are apparently weak to slashing, so it'll be a perfect time to try out this wand. And we will see if we can get significantly farther with the, you know, melee defense bonus of the wand as well. Plus, it matches my you know, armor and boots a lot better by it being yellow. And it's also blue, so it matches my cloak, which is only blue because the clothing that doesn't have buffs is blue, which I'll be replacing that soon, maybe. I was hoping to go and do Asheron's Raiment quest, at least the first level of it, so I could get a raiment, and hopefully it's the focus one, and then I could have a cantrip for focus, which I think the first one gives you minor cantrips, right? Because there's 4 levels of it, I think. I think it was 40, 80, 120? No. Maybe it's 20, 40, 80, 120? I don't remember what the level brackets are for it, but I think the first level gives you a minor cantrip, which will be huge at this level. Especially towards our main stat, focus, or one of the 2 main stats. But I swear, if it just rips this wand out of my hands when these buffs run out, I am going to be a bit depressed. We're totally going to be tearing these guys apart. I mean, we have resistance cleaving. We're using level 6 spells. You know, DPS is good. And it's all shiny. Who doesn't like big, shiny projectiles? We killed those guys in like record time. Where'd that other corpse go? I think there's one unaccounted for. It may have just turned in a weird direction after it died. They do that sometimes. Alright, key, chest. Grab those. Jump into here. Do I still have Blackmore's Favor? I do. Still for a long time. Because we have not died yet. So Blackmore's Favor has just been going strong. But let's reapply it just because I will forget. And it's free. Oh, there go the buffs. Hmm. How am I doing? I'm a little overburdened. Yeah, I bought all those tapers after we got buffed, I think. So that makes sense. I didn't realize that we were a little overburdened by it. We need to invest. Actually, how long has it been since we invested stat points into strength? A while. Pretty cheap. Ugh. Nope. My jump skill is not high enough to be able to early jump that. But we were like right next to the start, so that's good. Can you stop getting in front of me when I'm trying to jump places, Mr. Moorsman? It's like the worst part of the... Oh, and our jump skill still sucks. What am I... What am I standing on? Okay. Hardest part is done. Unless they bug up in front of us. How did you even get... How'd you even get there? You're not supposed to be able to get there. It's like physically impossible. You can't just walk up these. I guess they can. Yeah, we need to invest more in jump. It's just not a priority as a mage. We have so many other things to be getting. But that's fine. Ugh, still an iffy amount of jump. But we'll make do. I just need to be, you know, ooh, good mana stones. I just need to be less in a rush and actually take our time preparing the jump across them. Because if you jump too early and not have the jump skill, it obviously does not end well. Well, and now that the buffs are gone, we'll need to rebuff. But aside from that, we're pretty much in the clear to do whatever we want because we're no longer on any kind of time limit. So that's good. That's some good damage. That wasn't even a crit. It did 148. Okay, let's go grab it. And then I still don't know how we're going to get out of these places. Because there's just no efficient way out. I guess Facility Hub Portal Gem. We'll need to go to Facility Hub and then Life Stone. Because that's like the only way to get back to a town network portal at all efficiently from one of those. Unless we were to take a portal to one of these and then run back to there. Which Tusker Burrow is not that far, but Cavern's even closer. But I still feel like using the portal gem and then running to a dungeon and then running from the dungeon to town. We need to reset our life stone here. I want to be facing this way. If it saves that. Hopefully it will. Well, let's go rebuff. We need to go to Maoi for the next place. Although usually I do Maoi last. Because that place also... Oh, well, but it doesn't apply here. I was gonna say, because you also turn in the stuff, like all the stuff in Maoi. But in this case, we're gonna need to leave Maoi in order to go back there because the dungeon doesn't have any surface portal. So, where's the next one? I mean, it's Maoi, of course. And then after that, is that like Bandit Castle next? Beach Fort, I mean? Because there is one right here. I don't know if that's the next Moorsman temple, though. Forget what order. No, it's... No, it's not that one. Which one is it? Because there's Red Spire, Maoi, there's not Bandit Castle, Beach Fort, and then there's Danby's Outpost, and Iron Bakur, and Eastwatch. Not necessarily in that order. I don't remember the order. But let's leave this to do its buffing. If it can. I did kind of leave it with not good stats. But let me go here. It's Moore's Men on the Shores. Okay. And that should give us the exact... Okay, it's Mayoy, then Danby's Outpost, then Beach Fort. Okay. So we'll try to do this one and then Danby's Outpost and see if we can do all those. But I think the enemies inside at Danby's Outpost will probably be level 100. Maybe 115. So that will be maybe not possible. We'll have to see. We got our powerful level 3 buffs. Look at us go. And the wand. Of course we have the wand, which is quite nice. And we're still able to one-shot these guys, at least most of the time. Which is a pretty good sign that we'll be able to do the next couple Moorsman areas. These guys are no problem, even with just my buffs. And that's a very good sign. Lots of P's on these guys. And they're all going in the wrong inventory. Because of course. I always tend to do that. I don't know why. Also, actually, let me check. 35 or a greater. So we should be fine the next couple. Put that there. Put the eggs over here. Okay. Now, don't mess up the jumps. Because from here on out, if we fall down into the pit of Moorsman, it's actually going to be kind of dangerous. You know, in the first one, it was a little bit of just an annoyance. Like, oh no, they're going to have to climb back up with all these Moorsmen around us. But here, they can actually do damage to us, and that means that that's probably not good. Alright, we're almost to the first jump. Here we is. Jump over to the midpoint. Take these guys out. Man, 200 without it being a crit is kind of insane damage. And one shot, that was probably a crit. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just a high variance normal attack. These guys are level 80, so we're going to want to loot them all to see if they got any notes. Man, but that actually takes mana. Yeah. We're going to need to up our mana conversion and also probably, you know, sit somewhere and get our mana back, like here. Because we kind of need mana or else we're going to probably die. Because you need mana in order to get health. But level 3 stamina to mana is just not cutting it. And let's put some serious points into mana conversion now. I don't know why I safely jumped over that. I guess I expected an enemy to pop up at any moment. Well, so far, This weapon has been quite the success. Just loot them all, grab the money. Where's the guy? He's gone. Someone must have been in here right before me, and he must still be respawning. But his corpse isn't there, so he'll respawn in just a minute. And he resists me. But let's kill some enemies while we're here. See if they drop us some notes or something of that sort. And then we'll kill the boss whenever he reappears. And you just ran right through the spell again. Ow. 38 crit. Not a fan of that. More good mana stones. I'm going to need to sell all the wimpy mana stones pretty soon here. Actually, we should be checking this stuff because it's got good armor level. Like, this is chest and abdomen for higher than these. Although this I can almost wield, but let's see. It's pretty heavy, but it doesn't have any requirements. Let's take it. Because if we can replace these with that... Oh, it looks cool, too. Honestly, it looks like something you'd get off a Moorsman. You know? Like, nice aquamarine scale armor. It's very fitting. Okay, you're back. Let's obliterate you real quick, and you resisted. But you actually have spells you can cast, so we gotta be a little careful about you. Can you stop resisting? It's like it'd only take a few spells to actually kill you with the amount of damage I'm doing, but you're just resisting every spell. And additionally, let's kill these two, just so it's easier to leave the dungeon. Stop critting. Alright. This guy, grab that, and then Lifestone. The next one up might be possible. We could try it. You know, Danby's Outpost, not too high level, I don't think. Put that with that. All these at the bottom. All this in this bag. Got to keep things organized or everything's just gonna fall to chaos. There we go. Still need to turn this in. We'll do that later. So let's see. Danby's Outpost is either here or Alluvian. I don't quite remember. Nope, it's here. It's kind of one of those odd ones because Annex is like the miscellaneous pile. Anything that doesn't really fit in with the other places goes in Annex. But at the same time, Danby's Outpost is kind of an Alluvian-esque area. So, hard to really make that determination. Now, we might want to be kind of slow going into this. Is that a... Okay, I thought for a second I thought that was like a creeper mosswort, and I was concerned. 55 or greater. Oh, well, good thing we're 55 or greater. I didn't even notice when that happened. We started at like level 50 today. Alright, but we'll pull these guys out of their fort and try to kill them, you know, quickly and one at a time. Not only because they can drop, you know, the notes that we want to get, but also because if we get like 5 or 6 of these on us and they manage to all crit, we're gonna be in a bit of pain. Did you see that? 42 fire damage? No good. I feel like I could just one-shot all of them consistently. You know? But sometimes they resist. I'm not a fan. You guys over here? Just one of you. You can, sir, calm down. Sir. Gonna need to ask you to stop running in circles, please. Makes you very hard to hit. I wonder what that hauberk was, actually. Might be really heavy, but not high armor level. This one is high armor level, but actually might be able to wield that. Base magic defense 185. I mean, my gloves are already one of the better items we have. Why is this not activated? 183 arcane lore. We can use that now. Because that's one of the ones that I never actually re-equipped. Okay, kill them slowly. One at a time. Don't just jump down into the big army of them down there. They get stuck on the stairs pretty good, so that's nice. One shot at all of them, and if I am lucky, one of these guys has the key. I am lucky. Because then I don't have to slaughter the rest of these guys, which would take some time. Unless I one-shot them all, but we all know I don't have that kind of luck. Alright, we're just high enough level to go get killed in this dungeon. Hoo boy. Happy days ahead, I'm sure. Let's organize all this again. There we are. Organization is key. Let's see. 100, okay. We've dealt with level 100 enemies before, I think. In passing, maybe. The plated tuskers were level 100. Did I kill them? I think I got the plated tusker tusk, yeah. So we're fine. We've killed level hundreds. Even though they're roughly double my level. But it doesn't matter. All's well that will hopefully end well. I can make it. Okay, just barely. Ugh. Okay, there's nobody here. Very good. Making good time. Jump to the middle. And see if we can kill these guys. Ow. Are you the one that's able to hit me? Looks like it. My new heal spell will make short work of healing me. I mean, see, 45, that is literally the lowest this healing spell can go. And that was the highest my previous healing spell could go. So it's just unlucky heal, but lucky that we have that heal spell. Let's see, will that hit you? Yes. Now we just need to try to kill this guy here. Oh boy. Luckily we're using spells against his shield. Because if we were trying to melee or even range attack him against a shield, it would be a lot harder. There we are. He's dead. Now, escape plan. We're gonna be surrounded by level 100 enemies. I guess my escape plan is use the facility hub portal gem and pray that we don't die before it finishes. Because these guys, when they crit hard. Ow. Okay, they only got one crit. So we're fine. All is well. Okay. And then let's Lifestone and go to wherever we have to go to turn these in. I need to go to Red Spire to turn in the egg, Maoi to turn in the egg and all the notes, and then Danby's Outpost to turn in the egg. So that's good. And we'll just let our health and stuff regen by us leveling at some point. Because we should definitely level from turning all this in. Then I'm not sure what else we have to do. I mean, there's some dailies we could do, but generally aren't very efficient, especially at this level. Red Spire first. Like, we could finish up the Tusker Tusks, which we needed both 30s and both level 15s. We could do, in theory, no, we're not nearly high enough level for that. Why am I here? Every time I go to turn in this egg, I always go to that guy, but that's not the egg guy. Egg person is in this tower. Here, have an egg. Thank you. Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Yeah, that gives like barely any XP. Maybe when it comes to the Red Spire one, I should just go straight into the portal and ignore the egg, because that's not a lot at this level. I mean, that much XP is what? 1/5? No, that's less. That'd be 1/5 if this was double, so it's 1/10 approximately of the XP I need to raise my war magic by 1 point. That's not really a lot. Alright, now 1.2 mil, that's a good amount. And then, of course, all the notes. Gonna give big XP. Very nice. We leveled again. Almost level 60. Which, maybe I should go and check out the marketplace area. Because I know they were saying they had quests, like custom quests there for level 50 to 60. And I don't know if that meant that the level requirement was 50 to 60, and if I go above 60, it won't let me in. Let's see, Danby's Outpost. That's this way again. So I should check those out at 59, so I can be sure that those aren't gonna cut me off from those after I hit 60. Because I'd want to be able to do them, or at least one of them. Alright, run this way. Turn in this. Should probably also turn in this at some point. I should probably just sell any of these that run out of mana. Because we're up to the higher level ones now. And let's get rid of the staff. Because we don't need it. Guy, have egg. Thank you. Alright, 59. Let's check the marketplace. Let's see what's going on here. I don't think I've ever been to the marketplace on Levistras. I think I might have gone there once to check it out because I heard there were portals there. But that was a while ago. So who knows what's happening now? Are these NPCs? Looks like it. Where's the portals? Oh, they changed the signs above the doors too. What is happening? Who are all these NPCs? I guess maybe I should talk to one of them. You there, Baldy. What do you got? Hail, adventurer, a moment of your time. I am in need of your assistance with the acquisition of an item. I'd like you to obtain the ruby Yzik. A gem that is used in the creation of the Sylphy of Crimson Stars. It is dropped by a unique skeleton lord in the skeleton tent at these coordinates. Once you have obtained the item I seek, it must be delivered to me post haste. If you are delayed, for whatever reason, the item may become contaminated and unusable on my part. Okay. There's no portals here, but I guess these guys just give quests. Are they all quest givers? Are there any portals here? No, it just seems to all be quest givers. I think maybe last time I was here, there were a bunch of portals, but they seem to have significantly updated the place. Of course, I don't know what the level brackets for these things are. Maybe the level of the NPCs themselves signifies it? No, they're all 250. So let's see. Sylphy of Crimson Stars. What exactly is the like level of this? Is this going to be way too difficult? Let's set our go arrow there. And it is the ruby. So it's this one. Drawn by a skeleton lord in a skeleton tent. And the skeleton lord's only level 40. Okay. Not bad. So let's look at our map and see where that is. It's way out here. Closest thing to it would be Desert Mirage Cottages or just running from Iraq? Tufa? Maybe just Tufa. Well, let's go to Tufa and check it out. Because either it's you run from there, or I think the settlement portals would... That's where the portal to that would be. And we'll just see what this gives us. If it gives us good XP, and I don't know, I think they also give these things, these portal stones, then maybe we'll do more of those at some point. I think this is probably going to be the last quest I do today, but it would be good to have some precedent for how much these give and what they're all about. I mean, you remember it's Asheron, because NPCs usually change their hairstyle, or sometimes change their hairstyle, when you're not around them for a while, so we won't be able to recognize them by being bald. So, okay, Tufa. I haven't had to go to Tufa in a long, long time. I don't remember the last time I had to be here. Where is even the settlement portals? I thought this was the settlement portals, but that's the town network portal. Hi, rats. How's it going? I don't actually see any. Yeah, it might not have settlement portals somehow. That's weird. It's not a very far run from here. It's approximately, you know, twice the distance, but shouldn't be a problem. We'll just auto run this direction. Luckily, also in a desert, there's not much you can get stuck on. So you can really just kind of go auto run and then do something else while you're waiting. So let's see. How's our skill credits? We're at 5 out of 8. Getting closer. Life magic still needs work. Creature enchantment definitely needs work. But oh, how's our defenses? Not great. Definitely more of this. Probably fine. So this one is quick and cord, which are different costs for some reason. Why was I doing that? Who cares? That's in the past. Okay. So that's divided by 3. So let's move you up to 600,000, and then we can move each of these up to 200,000, approximately. I'll just move this one up to where that one is. And then, I don't know, I guess move this up to a mil. Because 1 mil these should be about 333,000 each then, approximately. And that's actually pretty good. 324 is pretty close. Hey, there's another one of those shrubs. Now that we have plenty of space around us and it's a lower level area, let's... Can't be used. Okay. It's literally nothing. That's good to know. I was kind of scared that they would just spawn a bunch of enemies and I would have to run away for my life, but we're fine. It's just, you know, a random floating withered bush. Nothing weird about it. So there's a skeleton lord that drops me a gem. I don't know why this would be a daily or a quest. I don't even know if these are repeatable. I'll have to check. But I assume this item has a pickup timer, right? Pickup timer 27 days. Yeesh. Maybe they changed it for this. But also maybe it's a monthly quest. Because I know with the Sylphy of Crimson Stars, you know, that would make sense that it's a month-long timer. Because that's like a big, big quest that you do to get that weapon. So it makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, if it's a quest in the marketplace, I don't know if they would change the duration. There's some corpses outside. That's not a good sign. Let's see, Special Skeleton Lord. I have come to slay you. You have been slain. Alright, thank you. Let me just, I don't know. I don't even need to really leave. Pretty sure these guys can't do much of anything against me. Yeah, really the only thing that's hitting me is the ranged guy because I don't have any missile defense. So we'll turn this into the dude and see what happens. This seemed to be a pretty low-level quest, though. So maybe not really our level. Oh, even so, even if that was real easy. Oh, and he gives the gem back. Wait, can we do great assistance to our cause? Our efforts are movement most valuable. We cannot thank you enough. Oh, so is this a one-time deal? Okay, Larry is a weird name. So let's see. Al Shajar. Oh, so do they each want one of the gems for the Sylphy? No. Oh gosh. Oh, this one's explaining the whole place. Let's see. Greetings, as a lead researcher for a group of investigating ley lines, I'm excited to welcome you to our research hub. Central Room offers beginner quests tailored for adventurers at level 50 who can reap full rewards upon completion. Surrounding this area, you'll find 4 outer rooms, each advancing by 10 levels, starting with the northwest room and progressing clockwise. Challenges increase in difficulty. Fear not, if you're a higher level adventurer, you'll still be awarded trade notes and fragmented portal shards for your contributions. However, we reserve experience points for those up-and-coming adventurers participating in quests within their appropriate level brackets. By doing so, we aim to optimize the impact while making the most unlimited resources available to us. As for myself, I am currently seeking 3 specific items: the Vrindy's Envoy's Obsidian Shard, Baelor's Fur, and a Stillery Orb. Should you come upon these items in your travels, please return them to me so I may research the ley lines. It's crucial to act with haste upon obtaining these items, as well as from the other rooms, in order to preserve the validity of the samples for our research. Timeliness is key in ensuring accurate results and furthering our understanding of the ley lines. Additionally, be sure to collect the correct items requested by each Hearthseeker to support our collaborative efforts in this vital research endeavor. Okay, so first of all, since we hit level 60, I don't know if it is also at level 60, but it seems like I won't get XP points for helping the other people in this room then. Because, did I talk to you? I don't think I did. Because it seems like they all want... Yeah. Oh, Silsaphir Dungeon. Yeah, so they all just want the Crimson Stars quest gems. And I don't know if that'll actually give us any XP, because it said that outside the bracket it won't give XP, but it did give me an MMD. So I might honestly go and get all of those gems just to get an MMD each, because that's good money. And then they said northwest going clockwise. So in here would then be the start of level 60 quests. Well, what do you want me to do? A moment of your time. I am in need of your assistance with the acquisition of an item. I would like you to obtain a focusing stone. This is a multi-part quest and requires some preparation in advance. You will need lockpick to complete the quest. I do not have lockpick. Yeah, Skull of High Acolyte. I've done the focusing stone quest before. That's a long quest, as far as I remember. So maybe we'll do that one. Maybe we won't. We need lockpick for it, so we wouldn't be able to do it alone. But you know, moment of your time. I need help. Blah, blah, blah. Rada's necklace. Blue Spire, run there, talk to that guy. Oh, is that the... Oh, interesting. Okay, that one might be good. What do you got? Because I think that's the one where you talk to the person outside the town, and they talk about how, like, they're in love with... You know, it's like a Romeo and Juliet thing. It might be that quest. I think that gives you a necklace, maybe. I haven't done that one in a long time. Major Shivering Stone. Oh, yeah, that's easy. Especially if they give it back, then I could get a free Writ of Refuge, too. And you want the Sparking Stone. Oh yeah, if I just have to do the Atlan Stone quests and I get them back, then that would be so nice. Oh, and we also have a Stone Tool quest too. Nice. So yeah, let's do all of those next time. Probably. Because if they all give XP comparable to what the first one gave, then that'll be an exquisite amount of XP. Oh, the Jade Spear. That's not worth it. I mean, it might be worth it, but I just have flashbacks to the back in the day. I had a character that I used to farm all those idol gems for mansion stuff, and it took a long time. It's probably like 2 hours of farming to at least to get all those idol gems. So just the idea of having to go back and farm more idols, my brain was like, don't make me do it. It'll take forever. But if I just have to get one, that's probably not bad. So we will probably do that next time. Possibly. I mean, these quests do seem they're within our level bracket. So we can go and do those and they'll give us XP. And none of them are too difficult. I mean, the major Atlan stones might be a little tough, but all in all, they're probably not going to be that bad. So that'll be good. I also should probably get an Atlan weapon. Or should I? Probably not, I guess. But I should get an Asparian weapon. Because while the Atlan weapon kind of gets out-leveled eventually, the Asparian weapon, at least for war mages, gives you much-needed Shadow Slayer. Eventually. Once you get the Shadow Slaying Stone, which I have no idea how long it's going to be before I get that. So we have a few things we need to do. We need to do all the quests in here. We need to go and get the Ulthoi armor, which we're getting pretty close. I was thinking around 60 we'd probably be about ready to do that. So we'll probably do all the quests in this marketplace room that we're wanting to do, and then go and try to do the Ulthoi armor quest and see how that goes, because I mean, I think the first Ulthoi armor only has 300 armor level in each slot, but still, like, you know, on a good day, this armor has 300 armor level, and that is with major weaknesses to certain elements. Like, the helmet has 89 acid protection, even with about 300 armor level. So it's like, it has some major weaknesses, whereas the Ulthoi armor is pretty consistent in all of its elemental protections, except I think against
like bludgeoning and piercing. Let me see. The Ulthoi armor, lesser Ulthoi armor. I'm just gonna look up the armor level for it real quick. Yeah, so its lowest armor level is bludgeoning and piercing, which is still at 300. So it doesn't have any real weakness because even its lowest stat is the same armor level as the, you know, overall armor level, which is 300. And then slashing's above average, fire, cold, and electric are all above average, and then acid is unparalleled at double the armor level. So yeah, we're definitely going to be getting Ulthoi armor, because that stuff is just so good armor wise. And then we got to get more money, got to get lots of MMDs, got to get more skill in like life magic, item magic, creature magic, so we can actually cast level 7s once we have the money to buy those. Lots of stuff to do. Lots and lots and lots of quests. So that is very good. It's good to have things to do. So I'll see you guys next time when we'll do some of those things, probably. So see you then. Goodbye.